Hi everyone. Today we'll be going over how to renew your license using our new online portal for the city of St. Charles. We're going to go through the entire process from creating an account to looking at your license information, verifying that everything's correct and making changes when needed, and then actually submitting your renewal. So this is what our homepage of the new licensing portal looks like. I do want to call out a few things. So you'll notice we have My Portal on the left and the Business Portal on the right. My Portal pertains to more of special events, licensing and permits, one-day liquor licenses, things of that nature. For renewals and any type of business license, you're going to be using the Business Portal here on the right. Now we do have up here in the upper right corner a phone number and an email address for support. That is to get in touch with us here at the city if you're having issues or any questions come up as you're kind of getting used to this portal and going through it. So definitely be sure to um, get in touch with us if you find that you are having some difficulties using it. Now, to go ahead and get started, I will point out that you do need an account before you can access your license. So I'm going to go ahead and go through that process. I'm going to click here in the upper right corner where it says sign up. So you do need your email address to begin with. And then you'll notice here there is a field where we can add an access code. So every person associated with your business license, whether it's liquor, massage, video gaming, will have their own unique access code. And this is important to add at this time while you're signing up because the access code provides each person with information specific to that license. Um, so as we've reached out to the businesses about the renewals, there should have been an access code included with that piece of communication. If for any reason you don't have an access code, go ahead and reach out to us here at the city and we'll be able to set you up with one. But again, this is where you would add that code. So I'm going to add one in for myself. And you do need to add the dash here. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you can see I have my name and address. Um, this was all information that we have already put in the system, so it should be correct, but if for whatever reason it doesn't look correct, you can make those changes live and edit that information here. This all looks correct, so I'm going to hit next. Okay, and then to see our terms and conditions, you can click here, but you do have to agree in order to create your account and move forward. So you'll see that I got this message saying that I have to verify my email address. It is necessary in order for you to renew your license. So just make sure that you are going in and verifying. Okay, so I'm going to do that really quick. And I'll refresh the page. So you'll see I have this message here saying that my account has been verified. If for whatever reason, um, you're not getting that verification email sent to your account, just be sure to check your spam and your junk folders. It might go there, or for whatever reason, your email just might be blocking it. So if you're not getting that email, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll try and troubleshoot and make sure that you're able to verify. Okay, so now I'm going to start the renewal process. So you'll see that I have this notification saying action needed. I'm going to go ahead and click go to access the business portal and see what that's all about. So you'll see here under my businesses, all of your business information is already loaded, and you'll see I have something that came up that says my license is ready for renewal. So I'm going to click into that. So this is kind of an overview of my business here. You'll see that I have two licenses associated with this business. One is a liquor license and one is a video gaming license. And you'll see they're both ready for renewal. That's this blue renew button here. So yours should look the same. It should have this renew button. What we're going to go ahead and do is start renewing our liquor license. Okay, so you should be getting this message saying an application has been created. Update or verify the information in order to submit your renewal application. Let's get started. So this is kind of an overview of the liquor license. So I have my doing business as here. The liquor license number. With our new system, we do have new license numbers, but your customer number that you fill out for your alcohol tax returns for those who have liquor licenses will be the same. My business location, which is my physical St. Charles address where the business is actually located, and then my estimated fees here. So the renewal, in a sense, acts as a checklist where we're going through different sections, verifying and updating information where needed, and then we'll be able to submit our final information. So you'll see there's different sections here, and they're kind of set up in an accordion style. And you'll see some have already been completed and some are not. So we're going to go click into each section. The first one is business account information. Now, this is pretty general. This is just information about my business, whether it's a corporation, an LLC, that information will be here. And again, we've already had an opportunity when we created our account to go in and verify this information, so it should be correct. Same thing with our business location. This is our St. Charles address. If it's not correct, you would be able to make changes, but this all looks good. Now, this is information about owners and any contacts associated with the license. You'll see this is not complete. So what we need to do is verify this if this information is correct. If not, we'll make changes. If we don't have all of our contacts, we will add them. So there's kind of a lot of information up here. The owners and contacts will be anyone associated with your liquor license or whichever license you're renewing at the time. So it would be any owner, any agent or officer of your corporation, managers, property owners, things of that nature. So we really do need a lot of information here. Now, at this time, we may not have everyone added into the license itself. So you will just have to go in and make sure that what we have is correct. So in this case, we have the property owner, um, and this is not a real license. I'll go ahead and say I'm just using the address of the city hall. So we have their information here, and then I have myself as the business owner with an email address and phone number attached to that. Now, let's say there's a typo in the email address and it's not correct. To update that, I'm just going to click here, update. Okay, and then I'll be able to go in and make changes where needed, and it'll update the information live. So when I'm done, I'm going to hit save, and it takes me back to that section. Now, let's say maybe there's a manager or someone who takes care of your licensing for you, and you don't see them here. But you want to make sure that they have access to the portal and to this license. So we're going to go ahead and go through that process of adding new contacts. We're going to click this add contact. So essentially what comes up here is if you enter their first and last name, um, it will look through our system using SmartGov, which is the software that we're using, to see if that contact already exists. I will say that if they're not already added to your license, that chances are they're not going to be in our system. You can go ahead and search for them there, but most likely they won't be in our system and you'll have to add them to our system manually. The way that we're going to do that is by clicking I can't find my contact. And through this, we're essentially adding this new person as a contact to our license and adding them into the system. So I'm going to go ahead and again, this is a made up license. Okay, so you'll add their address, email, phone number, and then you'll see this question at the in the field below. What is their role in the project? So this kind of pertains to how they're associated with the license. You'll see a lot of options here. There's additional owner, Bassett trained employee, contact, manager slash agent. There's a lot going on here, so I just kind of want to touch on that in case there's any confusion. What this is pulling is every single title or role possible with any of our licenses. So, for example, you'll see massage therapist that pertains to our massage license. There's a few things related to towing that maybe don't pertain to a liquor license. You'll see all of those options there, so it can definitely be a lot to go through. But pick the role that best suits the role for this person. And if you don't see anything that quite matches, you can go ahead and reach out to us and we'll assist. And if we have to add a new option to this category, we're able to do that. But again, it's kind of pulling in every single possible role whether or not it pertains to your specific license. So in this case, I'm going to add this person as a manager slash agent, and I'm going to click add to my application. And then you'll see that that person has been added to the contact. So you're able to add as many contacts as you like. When you're done, you should see this green check mark that says done. So we can move on to the next section. The next section is license details. Now, since this is a renewal, you're essentially verifying the information that we already have loaded in the system. So for a liquor license, we're verifying the type of license. In this case, I have a type B. And then if you have a type B or type C liquor license, you're eligible for a late night permit. Now, if you already have one and you're not changing it, you should see your current license type here, which in this case, I have a 2 a.m. late night permit. So during this time in the renewal process, we are able to change that if we want. So there's an option to change to a 1 a.m. or you can cancel your late night permit. So just keep that in mind. In this case, I'm just going to keep my same time, same late night permit for 2 a.m. So this information looks correct. I'm going to go ahead and check this box that says this information hasn't changed. Okay, so then you'll notice this section is now complete. I'm going to move on next to the license submittals. The license submittals are essentially files or documents that we are asking the applicant or license holder to submit for city review. So you can see for the liquor license renewal, there's two documents and only one is required. One of them is the City of St. Charles license certification. So you'll see that there's a hyperlink here. That means that we have a form for you to download. So I'm going to go ahead and click the hyperlink. Okay, so you'll see that this PDF downloaded to my computer now, and what this is a notary form. So just like in years past when you've had to complete the notary form with the renewal application, even though we're moving to this new online process, legally we still have to have a notary form if you have a liquor license, massage, cigarette, or video gaming. So just keep that in mind. Um, so as far as this specific document goes, you would have to fill it out here at the top. If you have more than one of these licenses, you only have to fill out one form. So for example, in this test, I have a liquor license and video gaming. I'm going to check those both off here. And then you would have to take this to a notary. We do have several notaries on staff here at the City Hall, so you're welcome to bring it over to us. But you do have to have this physically signed. Okay, so I'm going to move back to the application itself. All right, so let's say that I have it signed. Now what? You're going to have to scan that in and upload it back to the system for us to review. The way that I'm going to do that is by clicking this upload button, and I'm going to add the file here. Okay, I'm going to begin upload. When this check mark is here, that means it's finished and you can close out. You'll see here that I have one file. You are able to upload multiple files per section if you need to, but you'll see that that file has been added. Now, underneath that, we have the certificate of insurance. This is not required at the time of renewal unless your insurance happens to be expiring within 30 to 60 days of this period. So I know that certain businesses like to provide a new COI at this time, in which case you'll be able to upload it. But again, it's not required if we already have a current COI on file. So you'll see this section here is done. Now, a quick overview on the fees. So you'll see I have two fees. One is my renewal fee, and then one is my late night permit fee. You'll see what the fee is estimated to be. It won't be due until the renewal is submitted and departments within the city review and approve your renewal. So just keep that in mind when the renewal is completed, or I'm sorry, when the application is submitted and the departments approve your renewal application, you'll get some sort of notification saying that you're able to pay these fees. And then soon after that, you will actually get your license and you'll be able to upload it into, you'll be able to download it from the system. So that's completely electronic. We can give you a physical license if you prefer. Um, in that case, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll be happy to help. But you can see each of these section has the green check mark with the done status. So that means that our renewal is essentially completed. The last step on our end is to submit final information here. Okay, so you get this message saying your license application is submitted. So at this point, that is the renewal. It's submitted, and all you have to do is pay the fees once it's approved. So hopefully you'll find this straightforward and easy. But again, if you do have any questions or you need help going through it, go ahead and reach out to us and we'll be able to help you out. Thank you.